Hello there, this is going to be a full in-depth tour review of my mum's 2015 Nissan Pulsar 1.5 diesel in the N-Tec trim. In last December we returned the blue Kia Ceed back to the showroom and we buy this car on the full purchase, the Nissan Pulsar, last December, and now I got around filming it. I didn't film it in the first 2 months as I was busy with my personal things in life, but I've got around to filming it. Without any further ado, let's hop on in. This is the key fob for the car. This car's keyless entry. This is a key fob they would use on cars on non-keyless cars. This is the key fob itself. It's in the shape of an oval, lock, unlock, and there's no button, Nissan logo. And this car has keyless entry, and on the N-Tec comes with keyless entry, so you use this back button. So it's locked at the moment. To unlock it, just press this button. And to lock it, just press the button again. This has flame red exterior. For the interior, have graphite cloth upholstery. This car has keyless start in conjunction with keyless entry. To start, put your foot on the brake and press the engine stop button next to the gearbox. Nice. This car has a level up steering wheel with an electric power steering. The steering wheel feels fluid to turn. So the 1.5 diesel can come with a 6-speed manual. And to put it in reverse, when pumping the car in reverse, you got reversing camera with guidance lines, so you can use this button to switch on and off the guidance line. But strangely enough, on this car there's no parking sensors, just a back reversing camera. So and a handbrake there. So let's take a look at the exterior. Lights. More down the driver's side window. The driver's side window is fully automatic in both directions. Pop open the fuel flap. You can see that when the key fob's out, it has a sign saying it has lost protection of the interior, as I've got the key fob with me. The N-Tec rides on 17-inch wide twin-spoke alloy wheels wrapped in 205/50 ZR17 tyres. These are sport macro tyres. So the N-Tec trim comes with LED automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights with LED daytime running lights. You do have front fog lights as well. The Nissan Pulsar nameplate has been used on a series of Nissan subcompact and compact cars dating back to the 1970s until now. The Pulsar name derives from a highly magnetized rotating neutron star which produces electromagnetic radiation, but to me, I think the Pulsar is more than a star despite not being popular. To not confuse you viewers, we are focusing on the Pulsar C13 featured in this video. The Nissan Pulsar Hatchback, codenamed C13, aimed for the European market, was unveiled to the public in May 2014, then went on sale towards the end of the following year, but did not act as a replacement for the Pulsar C12 nor the Sylphy sedan. The Nissan Pulsar C13 also sold as a Tida in Russia and China. This was Nissan's second but last chance to be successful in the competitive C-segment market to target the likes of the Volkswagen Golf and the Ford Focus after the demise of the Nissan Tida from Europe in 2011. Unfortunately, Nissan decided to axe the Pulsar in 2018 due to low sales not meeting following targets. The Pulsar nameplate was used for the Tida C12 and Sylphy sedan in Australian and Thai markets. For the design, the Nissan Pulsar C13 Hatchback has striking looks with an upright V-motion front grille connected to the headlights, triangular rear lights and edgier curves. I don't think there is anything to dislike about the design that will put anyone off from buying this rare car. The Nissan Pulsar is available with 2 petrol engines and 1 diesel engine. Under the bonnet, this Pulsar is powered by a 1.5 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine with common-rail direct fuel injection. This engine produces 108 horsepower at 4,000 rpm and 260 Nm of torque between 1750 to 2500 rpm. Performance figures include a 0 to 100 km/h or 0 to 62 mph in 11.5 seconds and a top speed of 180 mph or 190 km/h. The Pulsar has a 46 litre fuel tank with a combined fuel consumption of 78.5 mpg and CO2 emissions of 94 grams per kilometre. The Pulsar is a front-wheel drive vehicle. So on the doors, you do have some plush leather materials with some white stitching. Electric windows. The driver's side is automatic in both directions. The driver's side is designed to have the automatic function with your window lock, central locking, the mirror controls. Unfortunately, on this N-Tec trim, you don't have folding side door mirrors. That's only reserved for the Techno trim. Storage pocket with a cup holder. To the right of the steering column, you do have the button to adjust the brightness of your interior, trip reset, auto stop and start, your ESP, turn on off the ESP. You've got your fuel light and bonnet release. We also fitted this car with these floor mats with the orange outline on that belongs to the Duke, but it fits nicely in this Pulsar. The driver's seat is fully manual, recline, seat height and sliding. steering wheel in this car is manual, tilt and telescopic, so you can find your ideal driving position. So on the steering wheel you do have your cruise control on the right with your Bluetooth on hook and off hook. On the left you do have the volume, seat track buttons, the buttons to up, down, enter and return control your 5-inch TFT display. You do have your wiper stroke, you have automatic wipers, and you do have your light and indicator stroke with your high beam. This one has automatic lights, like I mentioned before. This is your instrument cluster with a 5-inch TFT display. Right now it's showing the speedometer with your average speed. If you press enter, you can switch between two sets of data. You do have the button to adjust the brightness of your instrument cluster to the right, and your trip button. Cycle between trip A and trip B. And go down, you could have your distance travelled with your lap time, average fuel economy. This has been average 47 miles per gallon, which is superb for a diesel car. It shows that diesels are very economical for mix between city driving and motorway driving. Your compass, it will display, if your navigation is active, it will display on there. There's your navigation menu. Audio, you can change your source from there. There's no source button. Your driving aid, this one has emergency braking, but does it work? I think when we approach a car when we creep up to a car, then it does give a warning, but it does not work not that well effective. Your tire pressure monitoring, it will appear while driving. There's no warning, warnings. You've got settings, it's blank. In driver assistance, like I mentioned before, driving aids. Your clock, display settings. Start and start. You can also customize the colour of the car. Before it was set to white, but we customize it, set it to red to match this colour of the car, which makes sense to have a red car instead of a blue or a white car. Start. This is how much CO2 is been saving, the total. Eco Drive report. Welcoming effect. Your vehicle settings, lighting, turn signal indicator, unlocking wipers, maintenance, alert, blood pressure, units, language. You can reset it back to factory setting. That's it for the 5-inch TFT display. This car, the N-Tec trim, comes as standard with doors and automatic climate control. Instead of knobs, you have these buttons like that. You have temperature for either side for the driver and passenger, with circulation, front and rear defrost. Door mode means that if you have it on, each side have the individual temperature zones. If you turn it off, the passenger side matches the driver's side. Let's turn it back on. AC, different zones, fan speed automatic. You can turn the system off. This car comes with a Nissan Connect infotainment system, 5.8-inch touchscreen display with DAB digital radio, sat nav, and sound is routed through 6 speakers. So let's see how this audio sounds. Let's turn it off immediately to prevent the copyright. So it's got good audio sound quality.
My pockets fat like ever, neck froze like I don't know.
This may not be the best, but it's decent enough. I'm just doing this to avoid the copyright. Yes. Like what Car Booth 1 does when he tests the audio quality, he switches between radios. Sweet sound system, sweet song. So this is the audio head unit. It has DAB digital radio 7. Yeah, got 12 presets. DAB list of radio stations in the area. Traffic announcement, extra channel. You've got your CD, auxiliary, your Bluetooth audio stream, USB, iPod, etc. You've got seat track buttons. Camera, you can just turn on or off the guidance lines. This is the map itself. You can see it's a good quality, but it's out of date for a 5-year-old car. But this sat nav works fine. You can zoom in and out using the button, but I'm not going to demonstrate it because I'm filming from my home address. Then you've got your navigation menu. You can enter new address, points of interest, previous destinations, home, next page, address, intersection, more points of interest. Go back. When you enter new address, this is how you do this. Points of interest, and you've got your info, my apps, traffic messages, eco store. Let's see my apps. You've got Facebook, Google Online, but we don't bother with that. And your eco driving school, you can see eco driving, so how economically you're driving. Then you've got you can dim the display, automatic. You've got your settings, audio, navigation, traffic messages system, telephone, radio. In radio, you've got your system settings, display, clock, language, camera setting, temperature unit, software license. Telephone, you can pair device, select pair device, delete it. You can turn on the Bluetooth. Audio settings, you can adjust the bass, treble, balance, fader, navigation like I showed you before. Traffic messages, etc. That's it for the infotainment system. Moving down the cabin has a light switch. This is our little Joe, has a wheel in the centre of it. I showed you the climate control. You do have a little bit of storage down there. Next to handbrake, 3 cup holders, a sliding front armrest. It's leather padded with a large center console. You've got your auxiliary, USB and power outlet inputs. I'm covering my hand because it's exposing something personal. Auto dim rear view mirror, sunglass holder. You've got your map lights, LED. You can turn all 3 at the same time. And you've got a sun visor with a car holder and a vanity room, but without a light. To sum up, the Nissan Pulsar's interior is a nice place to be in. The seats, the zero gravity seats do hold you in well. The seats are very comfortable and supportive. And you do have plenty of space, you do have plenty of storage spaces around the cabin. The interior is good to look at, everything is logically laid out. The touchscreen is easy to navigate through, and you do have a nice gauges. I do love this huge 5-inch TFT display. You even get this on a basic Vizio trim, even though you don't have the touchscreen. The touchscreen is good to use, and the sat-nav is easy to use. There's no hassle at all. All the controls is good, and also you do have plenty of soft touch materials around the cabin, but there's some hard plastic there. It has the best quality interior and good steering wheel, but what I don't like is the fact that the touchscreen is small for my eyes. It's very big for my fingers to operate, even if I press in these small number icons. And there's controls for the dual zone automatic controls. You do have the buttons to operate the temperature, no knobs unfortunately, which I get used to the tactile feeling of. And also what's missing is voice control, which is a pain. I would expect a car, most of its rivals have voice control for the system, but this one doesn't really. The interior is well equipped. This is the end of the interior part. Let's move on to the back seats. Leather parted door cards, storage area with a cup holder. So this one has so the rear seats do fold down. You simply pull this lever, but you do have a load lid. I don't know where the reversible boot floor has gone, but you do have a tether point. You do have Isofix child seat anchor points for the rear seats. What you have to just take these covers off. It's easy to lose them, but you were doing where the central headrest is because my mum had decided to take the middle headrest out for the benefit for better visibility, because the visibility on this car, the rearward visibility, is not that good compared to most of its rivals. So she can see better at the back, and it's also when she's reversing, she's got a backup reversing camera, so that will ease the stress. So let's talk about the space in the back. So this is set in my mum's driving position. So I've got plenty of knee room. The Nissan Pulsar has best in class knee room, and for headroom I've got more than enough. A 6-footer would sit fine back here. So you do have storage pockets on the front seat backs, a little bit of storage. You wouldn't put your phone in there, but you could put, it is good enough to fit a wallet. You put the floor mats in the rear for the rear seats with an orange pipe outline. You have rear centre armrest with 2 cup holders. Grip handles white above with hooks on both sides. Interior lights. And let's take a look at the interior. Lovely dashboard. So let's check out the boot. To open the boot, there's a touchpad right beneath the Nissan logo, and there's also right below that you do have the button to unlock the car from there if you want to open the boot, if you have the key on you. That's our stuff in there. The boot space stands out with the rear seats up, 385 litres, but if you fold them down you get almost 1400 litres. To be exact, that is 1395 litres. We have a light to the left of the boot, some hooks left and right beneath there. You do have a toolkit, your toolkit and jack, your tyre repair kit. I can't show it to you because all this stuff is there. There's a big boot. You have on the front passenger side, you do have a storage with a bottle holder. The front passenger seat has manual adjustment, but what's missing? You're missing is the seat height adjustment. You have your recline and sliding. Let's hop in. Nicely sized glove box. It's of a medium good size, with the button to turn on your passenger side airbag to lock. No. This car has 6 airbags. Grip handle, passenger side sun visor with vanity mirror. This is the end of the video now. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you're interested, and don't forget to turn on the bar icon so you're alerted whenever I upload a new video.